Okay, it's working now.
I just started it. Yeah, I just started it.
Thank you.
All right. Fun.
One of those days. One of those days.
One of those friggin' days, man.
Really, it's been one of those weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, kinda.
I was trying to finish report cards yesterday, and when I was running the report, it wasn't finding anything, and I'm like, okay, well, how am I supposed to, put these report card files into the OneDrive for the, the internal OneDrive if I can't actually like run the reports. So I'm like emailing back and forth with my principal, and I think she's got it handled. I'm gonna send her another email in the morning because they're due tomorrow, just to make sure that she got them properly. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt because they're due tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just apparently been dropping the ball and hadn't been sharing this on Facebook. So give me a second. I share it on Facebook, right?
No.
And I'll eventually get my damn camera back working. I don't know what's going on.
I'm thinking more and more that since Rumble Creator Program seems to just not be coming through, that we need to look more into StreamYard.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Streamlabs issues. And then,
I don't know if this is necessarily a Streamlabs issue.
Yeah, but they might, with their camera system, they may have changeable green screen.
Set it to come back up. Do they? I don't know.
I don't know. It's worth looking into.
Yeah. I'll get right on that when I have time.
I have time.
I got my camera back. Let's see if I can actually get it to show up. Ooh, maybe. Join. Oh.
I'm waiting. Nope, you're disconnected.
What the fuck, man?
That's gonna be a Streamlabs issue.
I'm going again. Let me try the desktop. This is so much fun.
StreamYard does have green screen.
Can you see me?
I can see you. I can see Zippy.
Finally. All right.
Yay.
And it's probably going to cut out like 50 times.
It probably will.
Yeah.
Right. If you have not already, please repost the space. Did you get it into chats, Mr. Sippers?
I get into chats.
You put it in chats.
Oh yeah, it's in the jumbo. It should be.
Where the hell is Truth?
Don't know. Don't know.
I'm going.
Oh, you talking about? I know what you're talking about now. The send via chat thing.
Yes.
No, I've not done that. I'm about to do that right now. Okay, there it goes. All right. Let's see.
Forget that it's Wednesday.
Coming
back on your audio.
What?
I'm coming back on your audio. It was repeating. It's not anymore.
Okay, that's strange.
But I'm wondering if Truth forgot that it's Wednesday.
Probably. I had to guess. Okay, I'm going to have to do a couple of these manually because apparently X is retarded.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
We're just letting it all load apparently because I don't normally use my thing for that or like my PC for X anymore. Only if I'm like doing investigations or stuff.
Yeah, I'm really only on my computer for streams these days.
Anywho, all right. We will get started eventually.
It's always a bit of a process to get everything up and running.
Yeah. We don't have a producer.
Nope. We are the producers.
Anybody. I was about to say anybody but us two. It is what it is.
Yeah. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the stream's fully set up at least. For now. Until your camera decides to take a dump.
Yeah.
But hello, those of you watching on Rumble and YouTube. We do have some people on YouTube and Rumble. We're still kind of getting everything set up. I ate raspberries.
Yeah.
I think we're about ready to actually start. I know I am.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm just doing stuff, but I mean, I can do stuff and still, operate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have a lot of things that we wanted to talk about tonight.
There's a shit
Quite
ton.
a few things.
Yeah. So should we start? Like, we want to start local and go out fucking wide, or start wide and come back local? Just thinking.
Let's go ahead and start wide, and then we'll kind of bring things in because the wide stuff is kind of crazy.
Just the end days. Anyways.
Something like that.
I mean, it kind of seems like it.
It does. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
There's some weird.
What just happened?
No.
Oh, you cut out for a second for me, at least.
Oh, my bad. I probably brought my voice down too low. I gated myself. All right, so we're gonna start wide.
Yeah.
So that means we're starting with earthquakes.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have heard about all of the earthquakes, but it's really crazy. So we did have one in California. It was at 5.6 earlier today, but there was a 6.9 in Japan and a 7.2 followed by a 7.5 45 seconds later in Venezuela. Like, I've been in a 6.8 earthquake. It's not a joking matter. And when you think like a 7.2 and a 7.5, every 0.1 is 10 times, if I remember correctly, is 10 times stronger than the 0.1 before it. I think it's, if I remember correct, with the Richter scale, it's multiplicative 100 times. Like, an 8 is 100 times stronger than a 7, or is it 10 times? I don't know. My brain is not fun. Anybody remember? Am I talking to myself?
What was it? Yeah, I think you are. Yeah, because
The
it's
Richter
just
scale.
You channel, I think, or I think Buzz in the Richter scale. I don't.
Now I'm Googling it.
Yeah.
Richter scale multiplier. All right. Okay, so it's a magnitude difference of 1 equals a 10 times increase. So I was in a 6.8, which means that would mean a 7.5 would be 7 times stronger. Because a 7.8 would be 10 times stronger.
I don't know. I'm not doing math. What are you talking about? Ask AI. I ain't doing math tonight. Uh,
It's an increase, a release of energy of 31.6 times for every 1 magnitude. So a magnitude 7 earthquake has seismic waves 10 times larger and releases 31.6 times more energy than a magnitude 6. That's insane. Because the 6.8 that I was in what, 2001? Like, you could see the floor of the gym, like, rolling. It was
yeah.
fucking wild.
What's the max? Isn't it like 9 or something?
I mean, technically it goes to 10, but there are no
Is it?
faults capable of a 10. So anyone that ever says, "Oh, that that magnitude 10 earthquake that's gonna end the world," there's literally impossible with the the seismology that we have.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So I was looking at a scale thing for it. A 7 is 20 billion kilograms of TNT going off. A 9 is 20 trillion kilograms of TNT. So there's the broad sweep of it of what a 9 would be.
So the largest earthquake ever instrumentally recorded was the 1960 Valdivia earthquake, also known as the Great Chilean Earthquake, May 22nd, 1960. It was a 9.5. And then the second largest was in 1964 in Alaska. It was a 9.2. And then the Sumatra Andaman earthquake, 2004, and the 2011 Japan earthquake were both 9.1. So, I mean, this is definitely like a mass casualty event in Venezuela. Let's see if I can.
Yeah. Are there any videos and stuff out?
There are. See, so
Probably
I'm
show them on
gonna.
stream, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I have one playing on stream. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just not show the space right now, just because I want to be able to share these videos.
If people don't know our voices by now, then they're
right.
special.
Because yeah, I want to be able to share these videos with you guys because I definitely bookmarked a few. So let's see. So I'm just gonna throw these all up into the jumbo. So that you can see them. And I'm gonna pull up another one on the stream for you guys. The process, doing all this simultaneously. All right, and I haven't heard back from Truth, so he must be dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, this is. I'm not playing any audio because they're going to be talking in Spanish, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't speak much Spanish. El queso es grande, you know.
You're what?
El queso es grande. The cheese is big. I told
That's
you.
what I thought you were saying.
That's exactly what I said.
All right.
I told you. I don't speak much. Yeah, so then stream here you can see the airport. They're all running for cover. Like I imagined like how scared these people were, just knowing like my own experiences. I mean, 2001, I was in 8th grade when I was in the 6.8. and that was terrifying enough. But we do drills for it. Like we're prepared.
Get under your desk. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protect, if only part of you fits under your desk, then the upper half of your body, from your tailbone up is what goes under the desk. You don't need feet, but you need a head,
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
And if you're a
I mean,
that's all.
in all reality, what good is that?
None. I mean, it slightly increases your chances of survival, I guess.
It's to protect your body from falling debris.
Well, I've been in earthquakes in California, and I've been in earthquakes in Oklahoma, and the two types of earthquakes that I've been in the bad rumblers that basically shake you, and I hate to use this corny reference, shake you like a salt shaker in California, and in Oklahoma, they're the very swift and violent tectonic plate shifts that are just essentially a sonic boom. And they're scary either way. And the way the Richter scale works, I was listening to it earlier, for example, 1.2 to 1.3, that is a shift in 10 times the power of the quake itself.
No, it's the
So-
shift from 1 to 2, not 1.1 to 1.2. I looked it up. It's
Oh, okay.
looking
Well, then I
in
was
the whole
mistaken.
numbers. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Thank
you for correcting me.
like a 6.5 and a 6.6. The 6.6 is going to be twice as strong as the 6.5.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you for correcting me. I was mistaken. But yeah, and let me tell you, when I was in the Big Bear Mountains of California, I woke up one morning and I started shaking everybody, and I said, "Hey, why is there a train coming through the mountains?" And they said, "Well, there's no trains that come up through here." And they said, "Oh shit, it's an earthquake." And I went, "Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. What do we do now?" Because I was a little kid. And then when I lived in Oklahoma a few years ago, I was lying in bed, and I swear it was like somebody fired a 155 howitzer directly at the foot of my bed. That's what that one felt like. And I went airborne. I was grabbing guns. I thought it was World War III.
So,
And then after
what were
about
the
30
magnitudes of
seconds, I
those?
realized, nope, that was an earthquake. Honestly, I don't know. Because when I experienced the first one in Big Bear, it was Thanksgiving of, I want to say 1992, if I can remember correctly.
Big Bear
And
earthquake,
I had
1992
just
was a
turned 13 years
6.5.
old. Was it really?
But it struck roughly 3
Holy
hours after the
cow.
larger 7.3, which was 22 miles east. But they were separate but related
You know
events.
what? I don't know who you are or where you come from, but let me tell you a small bit of thank you, because my mom and my first stepdad were only married for 3 years before he died, but his family was from California, and every Thanksgiving they rented a cabin up in the Big Bear Mountains of California. And that year we drove from Texas to Big Bear Mountain for that event. And I have never known anything about it other than the fact that I woke up before everybody else because my bed was shaking. I was like, well, this isn't right.
You said it was Thanksgiving?
Holy cow. Thank you for
This one was
that.
in June 92.
Well, this earthquake was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving weekend. Let's see. My mom and him got married September of 90. It might have been 91. But it was Thanksgiving weekend of either 91 or 92. And I was a teenager, and we had a 91 Honda Accord that we drove from Texas to Big Bear Mountain. but there was some kind of an earthquake that happened up there. I don't know that it was severe. I mean, it wasn't anything that split anything open or knocked everything over, but
Yeah,
it was
it wouldn't have
definitely an
been this one
earthquake.
then.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been June because we were always at Big Bear Mountain around Thanksgiving. But the one in Oklahoma, it was just a quick, jarring shock, and it sounded like somebody fired a howitzer. And I felt the ground shake. It was just as scary. But the minute the shock and the loud noise happened, it was over.
So yeah, I'm finding.
I got you, Boo Boo.
You
Yep.
found it?
There was there was one registered between 5.2 and 5.4. It was a distanced aftershock of the Landers earthquake in 1992, the day after Thanksgiving, November 27th, 1992.
Okay, there you go. Because
That would have been it. That would have been when we were in the Big Bear Mountains at the cabin. Wow. I've never known that, and quite frankly, that's very fascinating to me to know the kind of history behind it. So, wow, thank you very much for sharing that.
You said it was a 5.2?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, between a 5.2 and a 5.4. It's called a short aftershock earthquake. It would have been like an explosion and not like a full or like a ground rumbling. So everything you're describing is 100% matching up.
Well, really, what it was everybody was asleep. It was very early in the morning, and everything started shaking and rumbling, kind of like if it's possible to have a silent freight train running right by your house. That's how the rumbling felt. And I thought, well, this is really weird. Do they have train tracks up this high in the mountains? Because I was a kid and I thought, well, this isn't right. So I went around and started waking people up, and I was like, hey, is there a train going by? And everybody was like, no, it's an earthquake. And everybody jumped up. And we all ran into the cabin of the lodge and everything. And I was like, all right, well, who wants coffee? Because I need a cup of coffee.
So let's put this into perspective so you can
Wow,
kind of get an idea on what this the second earthquake was like in Venezuela. So they had a 7.2 followed by a 7.5. A 7.5 releases almost 68 times more energy than a 5.2 earthquake.
Holy cow.
That's
unreal.
There you go, Buzz. There's the LA Times article for it in the purple pill for you. For that specific aftershock, it was big enough that they had to do like news stories about it.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Oh, wow. Awesome, Saul. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Someone on YouTube asked if the 91 Accord survived.
Possibly. It probably did, honestly. For being honest.
Yeah,
now, if someone doesn't mind helping out my ignorance real quick, what's the purple pill?
The chat below. Like the little speech bubble at the bottom.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We call that the purple pill, and then the area up above the speaker panel is the Jumbotron. That's what we call it anyway.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Different spaces call it different things, but
yeah, somebody finally responded.
Well, I've been accused of being a dummy before, so.
Oh, I tagged the wrong person. I tagged Buzz Patterson. I was talking with him earlier. I meant to tag you, Buzzsaw.
Oh.
Whoops.
That's funny.
Well, it's fascinating. I've followed him for a long time, and I love his absolute, unabashed, unfiltered integrity. And it's funny that we both have the name Buzz, and we both got ours. Well, mine is from my dad, of course, but my dad and him kind of got his through the same type of event in their careers, so it's quite funny.
Yeah, it's not a super common name.
Uh-huh.
All right. Truth finally got back to me.
That said, I told you somebody finally answered.
Oh, I didn't know if you were talking about discussion we were having or stream chat. I don't know. My brain doesn't work. You know that.
Yeah. NBA.
Yeah. So these crazy earthquakes, and the 6.9 in Japan, 5.6 in California, all in one day.
Yeah.
But good news is there's no tsunami warning for the one in Japan, which is actually surprising. It's a decent sized earthquake. All right, where do we want to go to next, Sip?
Let's see. Well, I'm trying to remember all the topics. Give me a second.
I got everything bookmarked.
Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Let's talk about Antifa and their 450 years in prison.
Oh, yeah. The combined 450 years.
Yeah.
I do love it.
Yeah.
I do
Absolutely.
love it. And, get this one for the jumbo so you guys can see it. I'm sharing Phoenix just because of the video that he made to go along with it. It was great.
Okay. I'm going to say Andy No's been covering it really good too.
Yeah, he definitely has. But he's always covering Antifa.
Yeah.
All right, there's truth.
And,
sorry, I've been busy gaming. I completely forgot.
Well, why don't you set a reminder on your phone? Wednesdays and Sundays.
I was looking at my phone, but yeah, I probably should.
So this video was used making with the background is the actual report from Office of Public Affairs from the DOJ. Benjamin Hennel Song, who was convicted of the attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, was sentenced to 100 years in prison. Now this is the North Texas Antifa cell that attacked the Prairieland Detention Center on the 4th of July last year. So 7 total defendants, combined 450 years in prison. About them apples.
How about them?
I love it. I love it. Now, is that going to make Antifa think twice before they do shit? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
No, they never think.
We need it to happen across all 50 states.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Mainly Oregon and Washington. I think that's where their main.
Washington hasn't been too bad. It hasn't been like Portland.
Hey, Sippy and Sarah, one of the things that I am so amazed about is I genuinely and pleasantly was surprised that they convicted him of first-degree murder, even with the option of manslaughter on the table. I commend the jury for that. Quite frankly, I think there was no other option. I think that was absolutely cut and dry. So I'm glad they did it, but I'm still a little surprised they got to it. However, what really shocked me was the 35 years. That's what surprised me.
I think we're talking about two different things here.
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about the Antifa cell that got arrested and now formally charged.
Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised about those time limits. I'm genuinely surprised they were so high. Not that I disagree with them. I'm very, very glad they came to that conclusion. But I was kind of surprised that they did so.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of charges that they had and that they were convicted on. It also includes providing material to support terrorists. That's going to get you a very hefty prison sentence by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the lowest was 30 years. Most of them
Oh
got
wow.
50.
Okay. So that's a different federal thing. Well, that's good because in the Fed box, you don't get no good time, you don't get no parole, you don't get it's just absolute you get 40 years, you do 40 years. Have a nice day.
Yeah. So essentially, all of them had rioting, using weapons and explosives, providing material support to terrorists, and obstruction. And then Benjamin Song was the one that got 100 years. He was also he got convicted of attempted murder of a law enforcement officer.
Oh, good for him. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
So yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Absolutely. Good for them. Good for him.
All right. Since
Was Antifa?
go for it, Steele.
Sorry, man, but I was just wondering, did Trump actually make Antifa a terrorist organization?
Yes, it was an executive
Okay,
order in
all right,
September 2025. They're a domestic terror organization.
Well,
okay.
he
I couldn't remember, so I wanted to ask.
there was some nuance to that. I forget what it was, but I know there's some nuance to that. As in, basically, yes, there's some nuance to that. So, yes, he did, but no, he didn't at the same time, kind of thing. I think he called them domestic terrorists and not foreign terrorists or something.
Yes, yeah, they are specifically a domestic terrorist organization.
Which doesn't exist in U.S. law, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, here's the point.
Yeah, it was more of a for show kind of thing than actual legal consequences, unfortunately.
Right, but you don't have to be part of a terrorist organization to be a terrorist.
Yeah, it's true.
It's essentially like setting the stage for terrorism charges for Antifa members. Is basically what it is.
Yep. All right. Let's see. We got a lot of topics tonight. They're not all in. They wouldn't all fit in the title, right?
Right. So let's keep going national here. So Trump was supposed to sign a housing act today, and he canceled it.
The SAVE Act.
Yeah. Said today's housing news conference and signing is hereby canceled until such time as we pass the desperately needed Save America Act, which I consider to be a national emergency. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President DJT. So the Senate needs to get off their asses and pass the fucking Save Act.
They won't.
Well, Trump's gonna veto every fucking thing that comes across his desk if it's not done, and well, at least I hope he's going to, because the House has already passed it 3 times.
So real quickly, as far as I know, if he doesn't do anything with the bill in 10 days, it becomes law. So he has to do something. You know what I mean? He just can't leave it lay on the desk.
Yeah, he can veto it.
So
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He has to veto it if after 10 days. You know what I mean? And what we got going on is we have a uniparty. These people are all working together to do whatever they want. We have 85% of American people wanting the SAVE Act passed. And yet we can't do it with the people that we have, that we voted for, that we put in office. This is criminal. As far as I'm concerned, they all should be brought up on treason charges. You could call me crazy, but they're not doing what the American people want them to do.
Well, I don't know that
So there
treason,
has to be some kind of reprimand or something for this.
but
Not getting voted
sedition
back in.
definitely. I don't know about treason, but sedition definitely.
Well, that leads to it, doesn't it?
No,
When-
it's two different things.
You have Thune, who's like, we don't have the votes to pass it. Well, fucking go find them.
Right?
You guys can make
And-
backroom deals on every fucking thing else. Make them on this one.
Well, he said he didn't even have the 50 votes, and then what was it? Mike Lee posted one of their little sample votes that they did, and they had 50.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
Green's
because
lying his ass off.
it's the fucking filibuster is part of the problem.
Yeah.
That they won't use
And
the
you
fucking
know-
filibuster.
Nope. The Republic.
No.
Is she cutting out for you too? Yeah. Cutting out, Buzz.
He doesn't want to pass it. That's clear as day.
Oh yeah, they absolutely don't want to pass it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Anywho,
If they're not going to pass it, the chance of you getting reelected, like making it through your primary, go down like drastically.
down.
Because we, the people, are fucking fed up. Okay, voter ID is a nonpartisan approval thing. Like the vast majority of Democrats support it too. The only ones that don't are the ones that are actually socialists and communists. Like,
Yep.
not just white people that want it either. Like, it's
No.
the majority of the country, the vast majority, it's not a simple majority, the vast majority want voter ID. We're like, what,
Well,
the
the
only
vast
country in the
majority of-
world that doesn't have voter ID?
That's what I was about to say. Like the vast majority of the world has it, so it's just fucking crazy.
Well,
Man.
and then you have countries that can count all of their ballots in a day, and California takes 2 fucking weeks at least.
Well, that's because California is still in elections. That's what they're doing. But they always do.
It's gonna make me go fuck.
Hmm.
But
Insane.
more when it comes to voter stuff. I don't know if you guys heard. I gotta find it in my posts here. The Postmaster General told Congress today that the post office will not deliver mail-in ballots in the 2026 midterms to states who refuse to comply with the President Trump's election integrity executive order.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that is going to hold up.
Why?
But,
They can't force the post office to break the law. The president
true.
controls the post office.
It's true. It is federal, isn't it? They have to fucking
Yeah.
Oh.
FedEx all of them.
Guaranteed, you're guaranteed you'll get a judge out there that'll will try to fight this. There's no doubt in my mind, because they do everything. Where do we come up with these judges, and where do we come up with these Congress people that are dual citizens? We shouldn't have that shit. You're either an American or you're not in any political manner whatsoever. This is what's happening to our country. And this Barack Obama day, when he got rid of Walter McCarran, I believe it is, that kept all these foreigners in any position.
Yeah, I mean, a
Just
lot of
like
these
they did
judges
with the
are
Smith-Munns Act.
a lot of these judges that are, that are putting in these injunctions and stuff like that, they're Obama and Biden appointees. And that's the problem we've got.
Yeah.
And then you got like Boasberg, which isn't a dual citizen as far as I know. But you got him that his wife and his daughter were both getting paid through Soros and NGOs and all that other shit. So, I mean, it's corruption 101. How could that guy even say anything about anything when he should have just backed out and not said nothing?
Well, Boasberg
But,
is an Obama appointee, so that kind of
yep,
tells you everything.
exactly. It sure does, doesn't it? Corruption at its finest.
Yeah.
Jinx, I think you lost me on collab cam.
You're frozen.
It keeps going in and out for some reason.
3 instances of you. They're all of them are frozen.
Okay. Shouldn't have any instances now.
I've got 4 of you.
I literally just closed out. Oh, you shouldn't have any of me now.
Okay, well, I'm regenerating the link.
Yeah.
So give me a
I don't
second.
know why it's doing it. I feel like it's your computer. I blame your computer.
Just blame the blue hair.
Yeah. Why are you dyeing your computer's hair blue? It's weird.
I can tell you. All right. Try again.
I wonder if it'll let me do it on. Oh, yeah, see me 2 other times.
I hate Streamlabs so much.
We'll try it with the desktop again.
Do y'all think anything's going to be able to be done before the midterms regarding like securing elections? I mean, I know Trump is kind of canceling stuff to make like a big push to try and secure elections, making that a priority right now. But given the federal judges swatting everything down left and right, is there any hope of getting that secured before midterms?
I think our last hope is the post office doing what they did today, basically.
Yeah.
Dang, man. And I agree with what y'all said about like there's probably going to be a federal judge swooping in to swat that down first thing tomorrow morning. Hopefully not.
If it hasn't already been done.
Right. If it's not already in progress.
Yeah, I just it's just waiting for every single thing to go through the Supreme Court is exhausting and annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't do this with, everything that Biden and Obama put down. There were some things that we fought, and we should have, definitely, but like
missed opportunity.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
It terrifies me. Like I literally went on like a rage the other night to my boyfriend about like the fact that a dual citizen judge, or really tri-citizen, I guess dual citizen, judge can swat down executive orders of the leader of the free world. Like that just blows my mind.
It's insane.
Taking over not only Congress and mayor, like political office left and right, but now like the bench too, blows my mind. What are we even doing?
I ask myself that every day.
So I thought the Supreme Court was supposed to take up the voting day issue just recently. I could have swore Clarence Thomas was talking about it.
Yeah, it should be coming out soon. I think a lot of decisions are going to drop on like in the 1st of July, like the first half of July.
Because we're also expecting birthright citizenship.
I thought that I heard that there was stuff was coming really pretty soon, but I was just kind of wondering if anybody had heard. So that's cool. I hope it hits here real soon.
They already heard arguments on it, and that's actually a Mississippi lawsuit, the voting day one. And they already heard arguments. I sat there and listened to the arguments. It's like 3 hours long. I don't think the other side made a case at all. So I think I think we can basically guess what that's going to come back as. Yeah. 6-3 is my guess.
Like most things.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it
Almost.
should be 9 and up, or
It
There were a
actually might be
bunch.
7-2. It might be 7-2 based on the like how it sounded when they were doing their arguments.
Yeah, there were a whole
Did you
bunch
even
of
have-
Supreme Court decisions that just dropped earlier this week, and almost all of them were 6-3.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 3 women fucking it up.
Man, there's a fourth one that fucks it up every once in a while.
Yeah, but not as consistently as the other 3.
Yeah.
You've got the one that thinks that she can just freaking, like, what
Make
her
up
personal
shit.
opinions are now law, and that's how the
Right?
Constitution needs to be interpreted, is with her own
Yeah.
thoughts and feelings. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah. Oh my God, is Alex Jones retarded?
Yes.
Yes.
Bruh, do you see his live on X just popped up on my side? It says, now live, Mom Donnie emerges as Kingmaker. What the fuck? Nobody even likes Mom Donnie.
He's talking about the fact that Mamdani's the 3 people that Mamdani has endorsed have all won their individual elections. So
their
Yeah,
primaries.
wasn't one of them running uncontested? If I'm not mistaken, the commie chick.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was non-contested, like in her primary. I'm not mistaken. But just because somebody's good at guessing who's going to win, doesn't make them a kingmaker.
Yeah.
All
right.
Did he outright endorse all these people, or?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
are the people in New York really that screwed up?
Yes.
I gotta ask that question.
They
Because
100%
seriously,
are.
I think a lot of it's their elections are all fucked up too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I lived there for 3 years. I lived there when Trump got elected the first time, and I grew up in the South, by the way. Like, born and raised in Texas, lived all over the South, moved to New Jersey or New York for 3 years for a job, and the entire city, Manhattan, was literally like wearing black the day that Hillary Clinton lost. Like, they were actually mourning. It was the most pitiful thing I had ever seen.
That's really
And
sad.
it was embarrassing for them. Like, I was embarrassed for my room. They were literally in tears, like we were gonna die like that day. It was insane. And so I was just kind of giggled and was like, whatever, trying not to show my true colors so I didn't get jumped in the street for being a Republican. But yeah, no, people were pretty upset. There's just a shit ton of Democrats, very liberal city, but then also, like, they were saying, like, the voting is so screwed up there. Like, they have imported so many immigrants, and like their elections are not secure. You do not have to show ID to vote. So, I mean, yeah, get a Muslim mayor, fill the city with illegal immigrants. Like, they're who knows who's casting votes up there. So
Everyone and their mother
they're pretty cooked.
and their
Yeah,
great grandmothers.
yeah, dead or alive. Your ancestors are casting votes.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure George Washington has voted in New York recently.
right? Exactly.
Yeah. I think it's like what, like 40 something percent of foreign born in New York City.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
that,
disgusting.
Crazy.
Yeah. People, it's not the 1700s anymore. We can, like, have our own citizens. We don't have to import them anymore.
The terrifying part for like those new people that just got, or I guess they won their primaries, is like they want to defund ICE, defund the police, defund like literally everything, dismantle any kind of law and order. New York is not the city. No city should be doing that, right? But like especially big cities like New York, Chicago, like those are not the places where you need to like defund and dismantle law enforcement. I mean, it's gotten substantially worse, subway violence and just violence in general. Anti-Semitism has gotten substantially worse under Mamdani.
That's what they want.
Create
well,
create
there's a
chaos.
fix. There's a fix to all that, and what it is allow citizens to carry firearms, and that's all there is to it. These sanctuary cities have created their own problems by eliminating firearms. So you have the
Yep.
good people that can't carry, and you have all the bad people that have it anyway.
That are still
So
carrying anyway. Yeah.
That's a really good
exactly.
segue here.
I mean, it's just corruption 101. I mean, this is, you see it going across the world. Every sanctuary
UK right
city is the
now,
same way.
100% happening in the UK. Yeah. Import the third world, disarm your citizens, and then arrest the good guys. Yeah.
I
Well,
do go on my 2A rant. I need to go on my 2A rant. Y'all ready? Who's ready?
Do it.
oh,
So-
yep.
I'm always
Good,
ready,
bro.
man.
So combining the 10th Amendment and the Second Amendment, states have no right to make any gun laws. So that's my 2A rant. You can look it up.
That was
Well,
quite the rant there, Sippy.
It's a long one.
the difference is
We're into
states' rights and states' laws cannot override federal statute.
Right.
And because the Second Amendment is a constitutional and therefore national amendment, states can't override it.
Correct.
Well, they literally, like, they were not given the powers at all to even. It's not statute, it's constitution, right? But
Correct.
which is the supreme law of the land. But the 10th literally says anything. I'm going to skip a little part. I'm paraphrasing it, but it's anything not restricted by it. It meaning the Constitution goes to the states or the people, whatever, right?
Correct.
The Second Amendment is a direct restriction.
That shall not
Correct.
be infringed. Is that
I agree. I agree 100%. And I'm a historical dude, but I would like to chime in just a little bit before I come back to this to the young lady from New York.
Yeah. I just lived there for a short time. I live in Florida now, but yeah.
Not from.
You are correct. Absolutely. The thing is, us down south and you from being here, it's better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6. So you know what? If you tell me I can't carry my gun on a subway, that's fine. You can arrest me for it when I'm alive to tell my story.
Right.
And
My
that's the way I've always lived, even before I was a police officer. My dad was a cop. I grew up as a kid carrying a gun.
My dad was not happy when I moved to New York City and I told him that I could not carry a firearm in New York. It
But
broke
you
his
know what?
mind.
You know what? I don't care about rules.
And then he made me
What I care about is being alive to tell my story in court. That's what I care about.
Right.
And if you want to prosecute me for a violation of the law after I'm alive to tell my story about why I'm alive, sure. Go ahead, bring it. I don't care.
Yeah.
well, that's I'm going to use that as the segue that I was trying to get to. Yesterday, Trump announced that the administration's working on a national right to carry. So,
Well,
Amendment.
that's going to be met with a lot of opposition, and as a career police officer, the problems that I see possibly arising from that are, if it passes, I think you're going to see a lot of your liberal states, for example, the Northeast coast, the Northwest coast. I think you're going to see if that does pass, I foresee a lot of challenges to it and a lot of confusion in those areas that are going to challenge those laws that already have in place very restrictive gun laws. For example, New York, Massachusetts, Washington. And the problem comes, I know this is long winded and I'm so sorry, but in places like Seattle, Portland, those states, Washington State, Oregon State, they have very liberal or very lenient open carry laws, very lenient gun carry laws. But when it comes to the cities, such as Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Boston, Massachusetts, and cities of that nature, New York, for example, they're horribly restrictive. And so I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth before those gates are truly opened up to the Second Amendment.
But we
The thing of
need
it
that.
is,
That's what we need.
those cities are infringing on our rights
Yep.
through the
Oh,
Constitution.
I agree 100%. And me as a
You know,
police
it's almost
officer,
like all of us hillbillies ought to just come out of the woodwork in West Virginia and Ohio and whatever and just stroll our asses up to New York carrying. What are
I,
they
I
going to fucking do? Are they going to take us all to jail? You know
well,
what I mean? Seriously, you think about it that way.
unfortunately, yes. And
Yeah,
that's the
well,
thing.
they can try.
Well, that's the thing is that's what the liberals want it to boil down to. They really want that confrontation so that they can enforce their laws. And I have to remember that in this conversation, I'm a police officer. So I can flash my badge, I can flash my credentials, and I can tell them to all eat a bag of dicks. I'm a cop. I can carry my gun wherever the fuck I want. You can put on roller skates and go play on the fucking freeway. But the common citizen with those rights can still be hemmed up, put in handcuffs, put in jail, and now you got a whole long legal battle ahead of you, even though you might be correct. That's my point of contention. That's my argument. Like, yeah, I might could skate around it because I'm a cop. But the normal American citizen, well within their constitutional rights, you might be facing an uphill, months long, or even years long legal battle that could cost you thousands and thousands of dollars to prove that you're correct. That's where I have the
Well,
problem, and that's where I
well,
think they need to
there it
solve
is.
it.
But you're right. You're right. That's what it is. That, and let alone trying to find an attorney in that area that will. So you got to find an attorney from somewhere else in a pro-gun state to represent you,
Right,
and
and
at the same
that's what
time, you're
I
going to
don't.
need financial backing to help break this. But our Constitution is our Constitution. These
Yeah.
states have
Oh,
no rights changing things and doing what they want to do in them.
Yep.
absolutely, because it says shall not be infringed. And quite frankly, if you interpret the language under which the Constitution was written, every citizen should be allowed the exact same weapon that the Army is allowed because they are expected to serve in the very same Army. So, therefore, our citizens should be allowed the M4s, the M60s, the grenade launchers, everything else, because that's the way the Constitution was written.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, you're not
the
wrong.
local liberal and like even states and local liberal cities trying to enforce tighter gun laws is no different than those same cities and states trying to say we're not going to work with ICE. We're going to arrest ICE agents. Those are federal agents. They're enforcing federal law. Like state law is never ever going to override a federal law or the federal constitution.
And I can't remember the exact clause, but there is something in law, and forgive my ignorance, I should know this, but there is a very specific stipulation in the law that says state law can never supersede federal law. Federal law always takes precedent.
That is the supremacy clause.
Yes, the
Yep.
supremacy clause. Thank you
Sure
for
is.
correcting my ignorance.
Mhm.
I mean, we have the
Uh,
like the most pro 2A attorney, like assistant attorney general that's actually like heading up the Civil Rights Division, and that's Harmeet Dillon. And she is going so hard on gun rights. It's amazing, and I love every second of it.
And let me also tell y'all, for everybody who might be listening or seeing all these videos online, there is nothing in any federal statute that says you have to provide your name and badge number. That is wholly incorrect. So if somebody else, you have to say your name. No, I don't. I don't have to tell you anything. The only thing they have to tell you is that they are a law enforcement officer and why they are conducting their business. Either you are detained, you are under arrest, you are not free to leave. That's it. That is all.
Yeah. All right. Have we I think we've probably beat this topic to death.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can we talk about Medicare fraud really quick before we move to Canada for a minute?
What the hell are we going to Canada for?
I don't move to Canada.
Do you not remember that post that I sent you? Where I
Well,
asked
their
you to talk
geese
about
taste
this?
good.
I'll have to look back.
We all need a field
That happened
trip.
in Canada.
Come on, man.
The crazy story.
Y'all aren't paying me enough money to go to Canada right now. But
We're just
Hold on a
we're
minute.
mentally going to go to Canada. We're not physically
okay, yeah,
going to go.
mentally sure. Yeah.
We're going to mentally go to the
I heard
51st
that's
state.
happening in Canada. What?
Okay, but first, hey, so there was one major arrest, but there were multiple arrests. But one of the biggest Medicare scams in history, fraudster named Ibrahim Khaldoon Hilmi, fled to Turkey in May 2025, but he just got brought back to Miami. He allegedly orchestrated a $3.7 billion scheme to defraud Medicare.
Fuck off.
3.7 billion with a B.
Yeah. We'll never see that money again, by the way.
No, we won't.
Ever.
But he'll spend the rest of his life in prison. Yeah.
There should be only justice.
Hey, so we get to
There should
pay
be
for the
only
rest
one
of
way
the
of justice for this, and it'd be a guillotine, firing squad, or hanging. One or the other. You know what? I've come to the point that we have to do something to show these people that we're not going to deal with this shit anymore. Vlad the Impaler, what did he do? I mean, there has to be something. We have to do something because they
Well,
continue to get away with it. The courts are not doing nothing. Nobody ever gets thrown in jail. Nothing ever happens to anybody. We have the evidence on several people, but nothing ever happens.
you know, it is 2026. I think we can probably engineer a way to do all three of those punishments at the same time. Just saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
any
just
justice
saying.
would be nice at this point, beyond like a 6-month prison sentence or nothing at all.
Yeah, a little slap on the
They
wrist.
normally get fined for like half the money they stole, or like a quarter of it, not even. Yeah.
All right.
So stupid.
Ready to mentally go to Canada, people?
All right, yeah, this one's fun.
All right.
This one is fun.
I'm
All
throwing
right.
this up in the Jumbotron.
It's actually not fun, but it's funny the way that the headline's written. How about that?
All right. So this is the headline from Not the Bee. Report: female cop shoots Jewish rabbi outside Pornhub office in Canada while hiding from Marxist gunman who killed immigrant officer named Mohammed.
Yeah.
I'll read that for you guys one more time. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Female cop
Tough headline.
shoots Jewish rabbi outside Pornhub office in Canada while hiding from Marxist gunman who killed immigrant officer named Mohammed.
Good Lord Almighty.
And that
Okay.
was the little video that I'm sure everybody saw going around, where the lady cop, just like the guy looked like he was trying to hide from the gunman, and she just turned around on him, and I'm pretty sure she shot him. A lot of people,
I've
maybe
got plenty to offer on this. Yes, she did shoot and kill him. and I have plenty to offer on this as a gunfight survivor, but I would like to hear what anybody has to ask because it's a horrible, horrible situation. But I can analyze it and answer whatever questions I'm able to. So yes, that is correct. She did shoot and kill an innocent man.
Why women shouldn't be cops.
Yep.
And y'all
Yeah,
can't say that's sexist because I'm a woman, so fuck you guys.
Yeah,
that's
I agree. I got your back on that.
debatable, Jinx. Anyways,
Fuck you.
we can, y'all can be like the guidance counselors or whatever the fuck they send out
Freaking, they can be the
in New York.
one's working at the front desk or something. Like, answer the damn phones. They don't need to be out in the field.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But yeah, that was she was just stressed the fuck out. She didn't know where the gunman was, which was her first fucking mistake. And I'm assuming she thought the other guy was the gunman, right?
Yeah, she was in the middle of a gunfight, and it has nothing to do with her. It's just her and her partner were crouched down. They were being forced behind cover by an advancing gunman, and the advancing gunman, unfortunately, this was a repeat of several shootings in law enforcement history that we train by. And unfortunately, it repeated itself. It was a single lone gunman who used suppressive fire to keep those two down and in a barricaded position. And he was advancing and he struck. Sorry, I research officer involved shootings, and I've seen some footage on this that is sensitive. The gunman scored a good hit on the male officer, and he was severely wounded, and it immediately incapacitated him. And he fell, and he was no longer incapable of staying in the fight. And she was left alone behind a position of cover, pinned down by the gunman. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this dude just walks up from around the corner. And we don't know his intentions. We don't know if any words were said. We just know he just literally towers over her and surprises her. And she reacts and she opens fire.
Yep.
And he drops and he falls. But in her mind, at that time, in that gunfight, who can say that she did not think that was the gunman towering over her about to execute her?
Yeah,
she just simply reacted.
Yeah, she didn't know where the gunman was, and she just reacted when somebody came around the corner.
And it sucks. It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah, but
it's justified.
Yeah, she probably won't get in trouble for it because she was kind of in the shit. The guy should have known better. He knew where the cops were. Why would you go towards no?
Right.
Why would you go right where they were taking cover? It doesn't make sense. But
Yeah, I've got my partner dying next to me in the street, and you're gonna surprise me from the other side? Oh no, I'm gonna shoot you.
was
Now,
he
granted,
was he hit before the gunman came around the corner?
what do you mean?
So I've
Okay,
seen,
so here's
and
what happened. Let me kind of break down the video for you. Her and her partner were behind that pylon, and they were taking fire. The gunman struck some kind of a good hit on her partner. I'm thinking it was the neck because he was able to crawl away. But as he crawled away, you can tell he's bleeding just profusely. He's bleeding out. So I'm thinking it was a neck hit. So her partner crawled away from her and got in front of the car while she is still behind the concrete pylon. And as rounds are still inbound, as there is still gunfire, the civilian walks up from the other side of the pylon, and she just lurches. She lurches to her left, as in, "Oh my God, who are you standing over me?" And she
yeah,
opens fire and she drops him.
yeah,
And then she goes back to whatever she's got to do. That's a horrible situation. But at the same time, if you're my partner and you're dead and or dying to my right, and something appears to my left and I don't know what it is in the middle of a gunfight, oh, absolutely, I'm poking holes in it. I'm going to drop it. I don't care, because I know that no police officer knows to do that to me. There's no police officer that has ever been trained to do that. So I know that if you jump up on me like that, you're not a cop, because all cops know better than to do that.
yeah.
So
Because it's a way to
I
get caught.
I must assume that you are only there to finish me off. And I'm going to do whatever I can to prevent you from doing that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, that is a very sad and horrible situation, because she's going to have to live with that.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, no street cop would have done anything any different. We would have pulled the trigger too.
No, well, yeah, I probably would have pulled the trigger myself. So
Honestly,
yeah,
yeah, I didn't realize till just now when you said that. I went back and watched the video just now as we were talking, and her partner was indeed lying dead to her right, like kind of off in the. And I mean, it makes
And,
sense how she was spooked. Like,
and one
who's
of the
gonna stop and
things
ask,
y'all,
"Who are you?" Like,
yeah, and one of the things that a lot of people don't understand when you're involved in these gunfights and these types of situations, she's already seen her partner, for all intents and purposes, mortally wounded. And what he did was he crawled away from her because he wanted to get to another point of cover. And if you've ever been in that type of fight, the one and only reason, or there are two reasons you want to do that. You want to get away so that you can continue the fight from a different angle, or you want to move to a different position so that you can create a distraction. Even if you know, hey, look, I'm dead, I got no more left in this, let me create a different point of attack so that at least I can split it up and get the violence in a 2-point position versus a 1-point position. So she, in that moment, in that space, she knows this is her last place that she can fight. Her partner's wanting to take away the violence from her to whatever he can, and she's on her own. And knowing you're in that position, hey, this is my last stand. And all of a sudden somebody towers over you. The only reasonable conclusion you can come to is that your attacker come to finish you off. So real quick, take them out of the action.
Yep, pretty much. All right. We got a couple more depressing topics, I think, or at least one more.
Yeah, we have the Longview, Texas. Just scroll through my stuff really quick, just make sure we're not missing anything. I have a bookmark folder just for this. Okay, no, okay. So,
viewer discretion.
yes, this is definitely a viewer discretion. Showing up in my bookmarks. I just added them. Screen. That's fine. Let's go to Sarah's page.
I was about to say, just go to Sarah's. She's been covering it.
All right. We'll start with the actual post. I'll throw it up in the jumbo. Okay. So this happened on the evening of June 20th in Longview, Texas. This young woman named Sammy Lee, she was attacked by a group of women that
women.
Yeah, that were
we're not the mainstream media. 3 black women attacked her.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm going based on Sarah's report. Sarah didn't report race or anything like that. But so they were Carmelo Anthony supporters. Okay. So they attacked her while yelling "Free Carmelo," and that they were going to target the smallest white girl they could find. So she ended up with a black eye. She had to get staples in her head. I mean, they messed her up good. They messed her up real good.
And just for so you know how big she is, because she posted this on Facebook not long after. She's 5'3", 115 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, is Sarah or someone else?
No, this girl named Sammy.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Sammy. This is in Longview. It's not far from Sarah, but
Longview. That's Smith County or just east of Smith County in Texas, just outside of Tyler.
Gregg County, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, Gregg. Yeah, Gregg County.
But yeah, so she literally, I went through all of her social media. She's not political at all. At all. Like
she used to not be political. This is how you create extremists, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is how you radicalize people who were never political.
Yep.
Also, like I'm sure she knew of Carmelo Anthony, but like in the case because it's been so widely, publicized. But like,
especially in that part of Texas.
Yeah, it makes me curious of like, I mean, I'm sure she knew of it, but like, was she following the trial in and out? Like, does she know all of the craziness that's been going on around it? Who knows? And these people just totally targeted her.
I doubt it.
She did not. She said that that case has nothing to do with me. I didn't even know like anything about it until the verdict came down, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So yeah, she had nothing to do with it. Like almost half of her friends on Facebook, at least, were black. Like she, so I mean, the fact that 3 black girls decided to jump her outside of a fucking bar as she was leaving, she didn't say a fucking word to these people. They just said, what was it, any white girl, and then basically just started whooping her ass, and according to her, yelling "Free Carmelo." So yeah, but one of them has been arrested.
Yes, the one that we couldn't find, and now I've figured out why.
I know. Yeah, that was not her fucking name. Yeah.
So So Sierra Ann?
Sierra Ann.
Is that what it's
I
supposed to
know her.
be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at Sippy pronouncing that name.
CIARRIANNE, all one word. That's supposed to be Sierra Ann.
Yeah. Yeah. I live in
All right,
Mississippi. There's a lot
LaDasha.
exactly, LaDasha. That's LA and a dash and a A. That's literally somebody spells their name that way. Not even a joke.
Well,
Hey,
they're also women
Sippy.
named Placenta, so.
Mm.
Hey, Sippy.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you anywhere within driving distance of Bay St. Louis?
I mean, I'm within driving distance of anything in Mississippi.
Well, I got a buddy of mine I trained overseas. He's running for sheriff, and if he wins, I'll be moving to Bay St. Louis next year.
Okay, I'm not that close to Bay St. Louis.
Yeah,
We'll put it that way, but I know where it's at. I'm just not very close to it.
no worries.
So she was booked into jail
Speaking of
yesterday.
sheriff,
Oh, go ahead. Yep.
speaking of sheriff, did anybody see the press conference that Sarah posted earlier from the
Oh yeah,
Longview Police?
we're gonna be playing that because I got some words to say about that.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, so Sierra Ann Fuller, she was booked into the Gregg County Jail. See, I knew it was Gregg County. On assault charges. I don't know why they haven't found the other two. We found the other two really fucking fast.
Yeah.
So, but anyways,
They're probably couch
are you gonna
surfing
be
trying
able
to.
to?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, so if it doesn't play through the space, I'll just.
All right. So I recommend no one speak while this is playing. Otherwise, it's going to feedback and you'll hear yourself. Are you going to play?
I was going to say, I got it.
The audio is not playing because I can't hear it either. Oh, haha. It's because I've got the tab muted.
All right, is everybody ready? Just want to give you a chance to get your stuff up and going. Just give me the thumbs up and we'll.
Put it on 2 times.
Les, you got the easy job. You're just taking pictures, right? Okay. Ready over here?
I got it fixed. I had to mute my desktop audio.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ladarian Brown, Ladarian, last name Brown, just like the color. I'm the Public Information Officer here at the Longview Police Department. I'm joined this afternoon by our mayor in the person of the Honorable Kristen Ishihara, also our city manager, Mr. Molly McPhee, our assistant city manager, Marianne Hagenbucher, and our assistant chief of police in the person of Chief Darren Lair. We are here today to address an incident that has understandably caused concern in our community. That is an incident that a lot of people are talking about, and we can confirm at this time that Longview police officers responded to an assault at Whiskey J's Bar here in Longview, Texas. Based on the information currently available, we believe that this is an isolated incident. One arrest has been made, and the investigation remains active and ongoing. Because of that, there are details we cannot and will not release at this time. We are also aware of social media conversations concerning retaliation, division, and attacks between members of our community. Those statements are being reviewed seriously. At this time, we do not have verified information to support any broader threat to the public. The Longview Police Department is actively investigating this matter, and we are in communication with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Any credible threat, any attempt to organize violence, and any effort to intimidate members of this community will be taken seriously and investigated appropriately. Now, let me be clear. We take every act of violence seriously here at the Longview Police Department. We take every threat seriously. We take every concern from every family seriously. But we cannot allow rumors to outrun facts. And we cannot allow fear to do more damage than the incident itself. Folks, this is not who we are. The community can only thrive when there is unity among us. This department and this community believes in accountability, and we also believe in truth. This department wants the facts, works for the facts, and works towards the facts, and then we govern ourselves accordingly to the facts. We do not, as a community, answer one wrong with another wrong. We don't let anger become retaliation, and we do not let social media become judge and jury. We cannot allow outside voices, online agitators, and anyone else to stir up a pot of hate, confusion, and division in our community. There are real people involved here. There are families involved. There is an investigation involved. And because of that, this moment requires responsibility from all of us. It calls for parents and guardians and mentors and community leaders to speak wisdom into the lives of our young people. It calls for our young people to understand that violence is not strength. Threats are not leadership, and retaliation is not justice. It calls for every member of this community to remain calm, remain alert, and remain committed to the facts. If you see something concerning, we ask that you report it. If you know something about this case, we ask that you share that with investigators. Do not be found spreading information that has not been verified. In moments like this, what we post matters, what we repeat matters, and more importantly, how we respond matters. The responsibility of keeping peace in Longview belongs to all of us. Now, I can stand here and say without the fear of contradiction that your police department will continue to do its job. We will follow the facts. We will pursue evidence. We will remain in communication with the Federal Bureau of Investigations and work with our law enforcement partners where appropriate. And we will take the necessary steps to protect this community. But we ask the public to allow the investigation to continue. We ask you to respect the process and to help us keep the peace in our community. And I assure you, we will provide additional information to our media partners and our citizens when it is appropriate and responsible to do so. Thank you all so very much for taking time out to come today. God bless you.
Okay. That's enough.
Okay.
Oh boy.
He said facts so many times, the word facts so many times, that I feel like I'm never going to actually get the facts from him. Maybe.
Who's feeding that truth you're
Yeah,
feeding back?
that's some bullshit.
The positive part of me wants to feel like, oh, he's trying to do the responsible thing and keep everybody calm. And then the other, like, jaded side of me that's seen this play out for years and years is saying they're just biding time so they can figure out what version of the truth they want us to they want us to know.
Correct. I grew up in East Texas and I've been law enforcement for quite a long time. That is the typical politician's DEI response. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yep. So I don't know. What I'm getting from it is this guy's probably seen, or the department has probably seen legitimate efforts of retaliation, or at least like people, grouping up or talking about it. And it's got them terrified.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. That is your typical news camera. How would I say this? It's kind of like gird your loins, but man the dams, or prepare to receive fire. It's your typical shoring up of a political stance response. Because I grew up in I think you said Longview is Gregg County, Tyler is Smith County. I grew up in Cherokee County. My family was in Cherokee County for almost 200 years. I understand that area of East Texas. What they're trying to do is to shelter and shore up. That announcement was nothing more than absolute and sheer damage control.
Yep. Freaking panic. That's what that was.
Yeah. Yeah, it
'cause
is.
They know if it starts becoming retaliation, it's going to kick off something crazy.
Oh, and yes, I know.
Are we talking about when y'all are saying retaliation, y'all are talking about potentially Sammy's group? I don't want to use race. Well, whatever. We're not mainstream media. We're talking about the white people going to battle on behalf of Sammy, right? Is that what y'all
Well,
saying?
I'm just talking about East Texas boys on tractors that used to carry shotguns to high school in the back seat of their trucks. Yeah, that kind.
Yeah. It's
Vigilante justice.
Vigilante, yeah. Essentially, that's what he's trying to avoid. But I don't know. They better get those other two girls real quick.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they got the one that we couldn't find, but the other two are in the wind still is insane to me.
I know the other two. I'm sure
see here
on social media.
Yeah, and see here's the problem with East Texas nowadays. I'm talking like Tyler, Longview, all that outside of the east side of I-20 from I-59. There are a lot of the old school high school folks that remember going to school with shotguns in their back windows and nobody ever said anything. There was no school shootings or anything. And now these degenerates are going out there and doing what they're doing. And what's being seen by the public is the police departments and the sheriff's offices are doing nothing more than giving press releases. Oh, well, we've got it under investigation. We're looking into these leads. Well, the general public is getting fed up with we're looking into it. They're about to start doing what they did back about 100 years ago, and they're about to start handling it themselves.
Well, yeah, the
You're
general
just going
public
to
is
be left
looking
with the
into it,
cleanup.
and the general public moves faster, like y'all saw play out online. It moved faster than the dang police department, at least as far as disseminating information goes. And so,
I have some very dark family history from East Texas, from Crockett and Slocum in Texas. And if it gets to that point, law enforcement is just going to have to do the best they can with the cleanup. The citizenry is going to handle it.
when you think that, with regard to him saying like the rumors and this and that, I mean, what rumors is he saying? Like, don't believe everything, like don't believe what this girl said, basically. I mean, like, why would she have any reason to lie about this? Is that basically what he's, or am I missing that there's like other rumblings going on outside of this?
Well, truthfully, I don't know. So for me to even attempt to answer that, I can't, because I would be lying to you if I said anything of even my own opinion. So I can't speak to that.
So I haven't seen anything that's like crazy conspiracy theories or anything, or anything other than what that girl said. So he's either calling her a liar or they're seeing some shit that I ain't seeing.
Right, right.
And see, that's another big I think, red flag in law enforcement as far as I'm concerned. Because if I'm going to come out and say things like that as a law enforcement agency, I'm either going to say, hey, look, we have leads, we are chasing them, chill out and let us do our job. Or I'm just going to flat out say, hey, look, here's what we have, we're following it.
Anyone
But
else catch that he mentioned FBI and all that too?
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, because it would be a hate crime.
Gotcha. Okay. If her
That's
allegations are true.
Yeah. If her allegations are true, it's a hate crime, so it's a federal crime.
yeah, but to jump on that this early in the game, I think that was a big mistake on his part.
What
Because
do you mean?
hey, if it is, that means the feds are helping you and you're running neck and neck, and you don't have much of an excuse for not saying something. Or that means you have no clue what you're doing and you're having to hand it off to somebody else.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, that was a tiny ass little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's honestly a shame that I mean, I've been following the Carmelo Anthony trial for pretty much since it happened, and the craziness around it has just gotten worse and worse over time, and especially escalated since the trial. Sippy, as you know, and like Jinx, y'all like were side by side with Sarah. She covered it, and I
No,
mean,
Sippy was. I wasn't. I was behind the scenes,
right,
but yeah.
Sippy was with her, right? I know Jinx, you hosted like a podcast, I think one night, or helped host didn't you help host the interview with um Jeff
yeah,
Metcalf?
Yeah,
we
that
all
was
did
hosted
that.
here on our podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, y'all have seen the Carmelo supporters and how vile it gets,
Oh, absolutely.
online.
It's
And so
disgusting.
for this, I mean, I guess I'm not surprised by one, and on the one hand, I'm not super surprised that something like this happened, but man, when's it gonna end?
Well, I think it's going to end with a bunch of good old boys standing outside with their ARs, and they're just going to be waiting on somebody to say, "Hey, white girl," and they're just going to walk over there. You know.
I like that ending.
Wouldn't shock me
Yeah.
at all.
I have a feeling that's why they're scared as shit, because you can't stop them from sitting there carrying and just patrolling their own town. You can't stop them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, that's essentially what I was doing in the courthouse parking lot. I was patrolling the courthouse parking lot, fully armed.
Yeah.
uh, so, yeah, I think that's what they're scared of, though.
I mean, it's a pot that's just ready to boil over. It's gonna just take the tiniest bit higher flame, and it's gonna happen.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not going to happen in some, small rural area, but in some major city sometime soon. And I've been watching what's going on in Houston. It's not going to be long before, for example, let's say Houston kicks off and delves into I would say, a moderate insurrection where it goes into a moderate kind of riot or chaos. Not real big, not real bad, but something very significant. Okay, so that pops off in Houston. Well, what's going to happen is in another major city, that's where it's going to kick off into some kind of an absolute riot. So if Austin goes into a soft chaos, Dallas may go off into a hard chaos,
I
for
don't
example.
Having grown up in Texas, and I might be wrong because I have left, but like I don't think I think police are
You
not
and
going to
you.
tolerate what happened in like Minneapolis and LA during the BLM Summer of
Oh,
Love or whatever. Like they're not going to tolerate burning the city to the ground in a place like Dallas. I don't think. But to your point, if it does kick off moderately in Houston or Austin or Dallas, that's when you get towns like Minneapolis and Seattle and LA and all those, excuse my language, liberal shitholes that are going to literally burn their cities to the ground over something like this, you know?
You could have came up with better language. Yeah.
And did I read right in some post somewhere that these three girls that perpetrated this in Longview, they had
Mhm.
also ganged up on somebody else in town just like a day or two before?
It was a week before, and if I'm not mistaken, it was them that got jumped. So
Okay, because it's like it was trying to make what was posted what I saw. It was like really confusing.
yeah, it was them that I'm pretty sure it was them that got jumped because they wouldn't jump in a fight and help their friends fight. So then their friends started fighting them or something. But
it was black on black assault in that scenario.
Yeah.
Oh, so it didn't count.
Yeah.
According to them, it definitely doesn't.
Okay.
Black on
Okay.
black crime doesn't exist. It's only black on white crime. Because white on black crime doesn't.
Okay.
It's just white on black because black on white doesn't exist either.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay. So
But yeah, I think I reposted that on my Facebook. That the Sammy girl posted that video too. The one that got attacked. She posted that video. And then the one of the girls' sister responded and said and explained the situation. That's how I know anything about it. So yeah.
okay, I read it last night or something after I got off work and I was kind of tired and I couldn't make heads or tails of it to be honest. So thanks for the
Yeah,
clarification.
it was kind of confusing when I looked at it. I was like, "Well, is this these girls beating up on somebody else?" And then I was like, "Oh no, it's them getting beat up."
It's the hood rat culture.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yep. It's very unfortunate because it's not every single black person you're ever going to meet. You know, it's just a large portion of them.
I tell you what, I have been really impressed by a significant, more than I thought, portion of like the black conservatives and common sense black people I follow on Twitter, especially speaking out against Carmelo supporters and just calling them on their bullshit. You know, it's been nice to see some of them are, you know, it's not so tribalistic that everybody's, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kid to get away with murder.
and that's the thing is that you do have the common sense black people, the common sense white people, the common sense, you know, any color of the rainbow, right? That, you know, there's retarded ones in every bunch. But
and the retarded ones are louder for some reason.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
But it's just it's unfortunate because it has a lot to do with how they grow up and what they're raised around, you know. I mean, as a teacher, I had posted about this the other day. I mean, it's, you know, I have black students that get in fights and, you know, and it can stem from something as simple as someone accidentally bumping into them. They take an affront to it and their response is to hit. And when I like talk to them like, hey, you know, it was an accident. You don't need to automatically jump to violence. And they always say, my mom or my dad told me if someone hits me, I hit back. And it's just the way they're raised, and it's really unfortunate.
I also think it's also observed. Like you're not born being violent like that. Like you learn those behaviors by observing your parents, how they treat other people, how they treat each other, you know, how they treat you and others in the community, and not just your parents, but other people in the community.
Yeah, it's nurture versus nature.
Right.
See, I actually teach my kid if somebody hits them, hit them back. But I made it a point to explain the nuance to him. The nuance of if they didn't do it on purpose, if they weren't meaning to hurt you or hit you, then that's not the same thing as somebody actually coming at you. you know.
The
But
true meaning of what constitutes self-defense.
Well,
yeah,
and
exactly.
even if it's like someone shoves you, you don't have to hit them. You could walk away. If you're backed into a corner, yeah, you fight back. But if you're not backed into a corner, you just fucking leave. It's not that hard, you know?
No, if somebody shoves me, I'm gonna punch them.
Or you just flat out knock them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna knock them
But
fuck out. I ain't gonna stab them in the chest though.
exactly. That's the whole thing. It's what is reasonable. If
Yeah.
somebody pushes you and you punch them, okay, well, that's reasonable. But if somebody pushes you and you just haul off and stab them in the chest, hey, guess what? That's not reasonable. That's murder.
Yeah, as proven very recently.
Also, I'm not
Very.
the only one who's seen these like teen takeovers in cities literally all across the country right now.
Oh yeah.
I see black kids in these quote teen takeovers, which by the way, they look mostly like adults, but whatever. They are fighting with their hands in every single video I see. They are pushing and stomping and punching, and they are literally beating the shit out of each other in these videos. So like,
Mm.
don't tell me y'all don't know how to fight with your hands.
Well, see, and here's the thing that a lot of people don't consider. It's okay to just brawl and beat each other with your fists. That's all good. I'll defend that all day long because everybody needs to learn how to get punched in the face.
Mm-hmm.
But if 5 or 10 people start monkey stomping someone on the ground, that person has every right to pull out a deadly weapon
100%.
because deadly force is being applied to that person on the ground by the 5 people stomping on him. So yeah, there's a difference. Hey, if you want to go out back and duke it out and you want to have a ring of both of y'all's friends that surround y'all and protect y'all and make sure that it's only you two duking it out, absolutely have at it all day long. But the minute you put 5 on 1, no. Now we're talking about different rules.
Yeah.
I think in the Carmelo Anthony situation, this was less about a seat under the tent. This was less about, or, I mean, maybe a little bit about a seat, but like I think it was less about the shove than it was about he felt disrespected for being asked to leave multiple times, and he wasn't going to be
Yes,
disrespected.
but what it really boils down to is just like I said in another call. There's a United States Supreme Court case that it's taught between use of force and law enforcement. It's Graham v. Connor, and it's from I believe 1989, and it is the reasonableness standard
Right.
when it comes to use of force. And the thing is if somebody breaks out a knife and stabs you, or if somebody breaks out a knife and attacks you, do you have a right to shoot them? Absolutely. Deadly force is deadly force. But
Yeah.
the problem is if somebody pushes you, do you have a right to jump up and stab them? No, you don't. Because you just answered simple physical force with deadly force. That is simply not reasonable. And therefore, you are guilty of a crime. And that's what it boiled down to.
Yeah.
He felt disrespected because someone pushed him.
Mm-hmm.
And his reaction was to jump up and use deadly force against a physical push. That is not reasonable. I'm sorry. I don't care what the situation was. It's not reasonable. You're guilty of murder.
Yep.
And I'm glad the jury found correctly according to Texas state law.
I mean, and back to the girl, Sammy. I mean, I guess it just is like mean, shit, I'm not even in Texas right now. My whole family is still in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You know, and I always feel they live in Keller. It's like a little suburb of Tarrant County, you know, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But like, I always feel pretty
I'm
safe when
familiar.
I go to Keller, and like, but I mean, here in Florida, like Panama City Beach is a pretty decently safe town. But it does make me feel like I don't think anybody's following the trial as closely here as they are in Texas, but it does make me feel like any white girls need to keep their head on a swivel in public right now. Just
Yeah. Yep.
head on a swivel and stay armed.
Sarah's here
Yeah.
anyway.
Stay strapped. Oh, hello, Sarah. Jumping in at the last 5 minutes. What's
Sorry.
up? We were talking about the Longview thing.
Yeah, I know. I just finally got my 6-year-old to go to sleep, so I figured I'd hop in for a sec.
I did just give you a link, Jinx. It's kind of changing subject a little bit, but it's kind of funny too. It's in Discord, by the way.
I got it here.
So I'm a Louisiana pastor beats up a man who allegedly threatened to rape and kill his wife and grandchildren. This is all on camera, and it's freaking hilarious. This dude's
Well,
like,
he really wailed on him.
oh, it's so funny, dude.
Throw it up in the jumbo.
Oh, I didn't yet. Hang on.
Oh, I don't think so.
Let me see.
Yeah, Sarah, it makes sense why we couldn't find Sierra because her name is Coriander. I still can't pronounce that. That does not say Sierra Ann. I'm sorry, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It does. I know. It does. It does.
It's Sierny.
Yes, look at that.
I'm telling you, that's exactly how she's going to pronounce it. Right. It's in the jumbo, or it should be going in the jumbo soon. But yeah. This guy just tears him up. You got this on stream, right? Because it's funny as hell. Oh, have you seen it yet, or you just started it?
I'm watching
I don't think it has any audio.
I don't think it needs audio.
No.
Dude's Crocs go flying.
Wait till he gets him on the ground and
grab him by the hair, just wailing on him.
Just beating the hell out of his
Shucks
face with his right hand. Oh man.
Based. Being
a Louisiana pastor, all I can imagine is him, and divine justice will reign upon you.
Yeah.
Cast your sins out.
I'd definitely say he's a Baptist pastor if I had to guess. Yeah.
Dragging him by his hair, little kick to the ribs for good measure.
Oh yeah. Oh
my
man.
Goodness. Well, if he did say that, he deserved every inch of that beating.
Yeah, he did. That was funny though. So what you been up to, Sarah?
She disappeared.
I'm working on an exclusive for tomorrow morning.
You sound sick.
I am.
Tired? Oh, goodness, girl.
She is. She doesn't know how to freaking take care of herself and actually rest.
Be nice.
Oh no, I'll call her.
Make sure you drink some tea with honey or something for your voice, because it's going.
I know. I did it last night. I'll do it again tonight.
Thing.
Did the View call you yet, or those hags gonna have you on the show?
Oh, they'd never have the balls.
I wish they would. I feel like I bodied them on X, and Jeff is still posting on Facebook that they need to give him a call.
You need an 8-pound toy poodle? I can send one your way. She gives great hugs.
No, thank you. I have a poodle, actually. Thank you.
Oh.
No, they won't do it.
And everyone's commenting on Jeff's Facebook post saying, "You and Sarah need to go. You and Sarah need to go."
Nah,
Yeah,
they would be way too scared to have you both on there.
They would never. We would rip them apart. They would
Yeah.
never.
No, it'll never happen. As amazing as it would be to see,
I know.
we'll start our own version of The View.
Literally, I was listening to that clip, and as the woman was talking, I just started saying out loud, lie, 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 nope, misinformation, nope, false, lie, lie. Like I just kept, I was like, oh my God. I want to come on. Can I come on? I just want to come on now. Because it was ridiculous how many lies were just spewing out of her mouth. It was wild. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
Did you see what I posted in response to that? I'm like, because somebody was like, oh, they'd never do it. They would like cut her off and stuff. And I'm like, if they tried to cut her off or cut her mic, she'd grab one of their mics. Like, what the fuck? You've never met Sarah, have you?
I'd probably get kicked off the show, to be honest.
Yeah, you probably would. It'd be funny while it lasted.
Quick cut to commercial break as they drag Sarah out kicking and screaming.
Did you see the meme someone made where like I'm sitting there saying that's just the facts, and then Whoopi's in the corner holding herself, going, "Call the police!"
Yeah, it was a reply to my cartoon, and it's really funny
Yeah.
because you quote posted that reply, and it's got like 20 times more views than my cartoon, and it's like a reply to reply.
It was hilarious.
I guess I just had to be screaming on the sidelines. Oh, I'm already here. I'm already here. I'm already here.
Yeah, no, it would be a beautiful thing to see, but it'll never happen.
Nope.
They don't want people that are going to spew the facts.
Nope.
Isn't it crazy that they're trying to get the FCC to reclassify them as like a bona fide news program? Like,
I don't know how that's going to be possible. I mean, it's not crazy, but I don't
if
know
that
how
actually
it
happens, I give up on everything.
Yeah, they put out way too much misinformation. There's no freaking way.
So I've actually got a quick question. Sarah and Sippy, how did y'all deal with like oh crap, I hate using that word, but being
Retards?
no, the word
Okay.
light, because it reminds me of the Valley Girl illiterate bullshit. But being actual boots on the ground and there in real time, how did y'all deal with the misinformation being spewed by the mainstream media and try to deal with?
Are you talking about during the trial?
Yeah, how did y'all deal with the immediate safety, and how do you put out truthful information in real time? How did that work for y'all?
I just did my damn job.
Yeah.
I didn't care. And Sippy did his. I didn't care about the people around me. Go ahead, Sippy.
No, I was just saying all I did was hang out with you. Yeah. That was it.
I got there, and there were a lot of interesting things said that I'm never going to forget. Like, I'll never forget when JD Miles, who was there, and a couple other people, and they were, all the little selected mainstream media people had their own little area that they hung out in. And I overheard my name, and I couldn't tell what context it was in. But later on, when I pulled JD Miles to the side, because if I hear my name and you're saying my name and you're not talking to me, I want to know what you're talking about. Because
Correct.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
you don't talk about me, and I don't know what you're saying or what context. Like, if you're gonna say something to me, say it to my face. Type. Anyway, that's just the way I am. So I pulled him aside and I asked him about it. And he said, honestly, he's like, and I don't know if this was the truth or not, because I don't trust any of these people more than I can throw them, which isn't super far. But I don't know if he's telling me the truth or not, but he basically said, "Well, we were talking about you and all these other people online that are basically putting us out of business." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "We used to compete against other mainstream media." He said, "We don't compete with mainstream media anymore. We compete with you guys." And that's what I was talking about. And I was like, wow, okay. So they are fully aware that we are putting them out of the freaking job. They don't have the following. Everyone is starting to understand now that they are completely controlled by their masters and, legacy, and they have to do whatever their masters tell them to do. And if they have a narrative or, a side to run or stuff to leave out of their stories or place into their stories to create a narrative, people are starting to wake up to that and they just want the facts. People are so tired of being fed BS all the time. And so,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
So
so I just did
for
my
them,
job. And I wrote down every single freaking thing I possibly could during every single day of that trial. And then Sippy helped keep me safe. I had some other people helping to keep me safe. And then we would go to a safe place where I could report everything that happened that day.
Yep.
yes, ma'am, I got you. So for them, it's simply a complete business proposition, and for you, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a complete screw the world. Here's the facts, and
Yes.
Sippy is basically your perimeter to make sure that you can present the facts as the facts without anyone intimidating you.
Well, I also presented the facts while she was in the courtroom. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's a,
wasn't
Wow.
allowed to have my phone when in the
Yes, ma'am.
courtroom. So
Yes, ma'am.
people were following Sippy to know what was going on outside. But
And
Sippy,
and I was too. That was me.
what were you saying,
sorry?
Sarah? What were you saying, Sarah?
No, I was just saying that while I was in there, I couldn't have my phone and you were reporting what was going on outside.
Mm-hmm.
And and then yeah, I don't I just want the people deserve to know the truth. And a lot of people have asked, why don't you work for these people or something? You have so much potential. Yeah, I do have potential by myself. I don't want anyone controlling what I do or telling me what to say or when to say it or how to say it. It's not going to happen.
Well, I can tell you this. Like I said, I started as a cop in Texas, and now I'm in Louisiana. What y'all have done, I think y'all make an amazing team, and whatever. I think you could chase cases throughout the country from now on. And I think that because of your knowledge, dedication, investigative journalism, I think y'all have got a good thing going for being a team.
So we've
I,
actually talked about that.
I think you need to explore that because both of you are very dedicated, very open, very honest. You don't hide and you want to expose the truth. I think y'all are legit. I think y'all have good potential to really run with what you've got going.
But yeah, Sarah was about to say. You want to say?
Oh, no, I was just gonna say we've actually talked about that. We've talked about after it was all done and over and we're freaking exhausted and heading back, we've actually talked about doing this with other trials actually. We thought about doing the Robinson trial. Um, but yeah, we have talked about that actually a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I actually have heads up, I can make it too.
Yeah. Nothing set in stone. You had a 3 months heads up on this one. I don't want to hear it.
I didn't know you were going until the last second.
What?
Neither did I. It's okay.
What? I
Well,
literally
Anything y'all need from Louisiana, or y'all need some spare ammunition, I got you covered.
I didn't have the
Yeah, I actually
PTO
grew
for
up in
this.
Louisiana, so
I could have gone if if I had PTO, but at the end of the school year, it's almost impossible.
Sarah, how did you not know until I was going into the last minute? Why are you lying?
When did you tell me? What are you
Like
talking about?
4 months before,
You didn't tell me 4 months before. What?
roughly.
That you were
It was
going?
like the week before.
Did I
Bruh,
where I was going? I had to take off like work for like the month before. I had to
I'm
give them
pretty
a month.
sure I'm
A
pretty
month
sure it was only like a week or two, dude.
was a month. I can go back
Okay.
and put
Okay.
time.
Okay. So now we've gone from 4 months to 1 month. Got it.
But no, I told you way before that. Like,
I did not take you serious 4 months before. I didn't think you were actually going to do you because you weren't sure if you were going to be able to take the time off or anything. It wasn't set in stone until you for sure were looking for a place to stay and everything like a week or two before.
well, yeah, I
That's what
did
I'm
that a
saying.
week or two before.
Yeah,
But
but I didn't it was not set in stone until like a week or two before.
when I say something, I'm gonna do it.
It is
Okay.
true.
Well, I didn't know much about you before that, so I didn't freaking know.
Uh, well,
Calm
now you,
down.
Well, see, once you take him
I'm
to
gonna
Tractor
do my
Supply
best.
or any
Yeah.
other feed store, it's kind of like you've like adopted a puppy.
I guess that was my first. Yeah, you're right.
Um, go get a knife. I meant to go get a knife. One of those handmade ones.
Yeah, they got nice knives there.
I
Are y'all
do.
gonna team back up and do anything for the appeal? I mean, I know there's obviously not like anything filed yet or a date set, but any plans to cover
No,
that
because
in
I
person?
no, because I think it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
As
appeal's
far
just
as
gonna
the
get
appeal
denied.
goes, yeah, he won't even be there for that, will he?
No.
That's just lawyers. So
Gotcha.
I doubt there's anybody, you know, gonna show up for that.
Oh, Sarah,
Hmm.
I was on Tik. I like to go on TikTok and debate sometimes. I was on a TikTok debating panel last night, and there were these women who apparently you posted about someone that was coming after you or something. I can't remember. Something that had to do with someone grifting off of the Carmelo um family. And
Uh,
so
It's a long
something like
list.
that.
let's get.
Yeah.
Like I said, this
Yeah, you
shares.
posted someone and they said that they think that they have stuff that you hadn't got yet. I can't remember. They said they messaged you or something.
Like recently?
I think so. I was just talking to them last night.
I
I
don't
said you
know.
were pretty good at answering XDMs, but
I am. I'll have to go back through my XDMs today, I guess. I don't know.
You
yeah,
need to
I have no idea. I don't even
There's
remember the name.
was it a female?
There were a couple females in there. They were all
No, I
like
mean
kind of working together on
the
it.
the person they're talking about, was it a female?
Oh gosh, I can't remember. I think it was a male. I think.
Oh, okay.
that
Yeah,
narrows it.
because apparently they found like more information on him. I followed one of the girls. I
There's
think her name on here is like OG MAGA Barbie or something.
the few that I have exposed recently has been obviously there's always Dominique Alexander, and then there's also been Cheryl Hodge, which that woman is a psychopath. And then another one he goes by Country Boy on TikTok. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I did have someone message me about him tonight today, but the info they had was info that I had already gotten and had put out. So I don't know. I'll have to go check my XDMs. Country Boy is a pedophile, turns
Yes.
out.
That
They're
that
all
might be that might be it, but I'm not sure.
yeah,
It seems
Country
half.
Boy got in trouble for sodomizing a 15-year-old. And then he had the audacity to personally message me after I put out a story about him. He personally messaged me and said that it was consensual. I literally wanted to freaking puke. Like, it was absolute. It was insane. So that might be who you were talking about. Dude's sick.
Bring your
15-year-olds
zipper.
cannot consent.
That's
Gross.
The age of consent is not 15 in any state in the whole country.
Nope.
according to Pam Tifa, you could be 7 or something. Apparently, at 7
Oh.
years old, you're
Is that
you're old enough to know what's right and wrong, and you could consent.
Bring
yeah,
your
that's,
wood
that's,
chipper.
That's
Gross.
disgusting.
Just
According
barking
to
a
Pam
little.
Tifa, not me. I
Isn't
would
she like
never say
90?
that. Oh gosh, something like that. She's been a pain in my ass for the last 8 months.
that's what she said.
Oh my god, Sydney.
Pervert.
Okay, can I chime in here for just 1 second and say, please, y'all don't judge me because of my accent and think that I had anything to do with that.
You're judged already.
Anything to
Oh,
do
for flipping Pete's sake. I just, when y'all said country boy, I was like, oh, shit.
Oh no, dude. He is not. He has got the fakest fucking redneck accent you've ever heard in your fucking life, dude. It is so bad. He's trying so hard to be country. He's not country.
Okay, thank God, because I can promise y'all what y'all hear is really me. And I'm actually trying to tone it down a little bit so that all y'all can understand.
Right? I normally tone mine down too. People don't realize that. Sarah got it untoned down. Jinx has had it untoned down. Like when I'm in person, I ain't toning shit down. I don't give a damn.
Well, I just want y'all to know when I was like, oh shit, the fuck, they gonna think it's me.
No, it's some. Where is he from? North Carolina or something? He's like,
Oh,
I
the
don't know.
Carolinas? Oh no, that's not even part of the U.S. We don't claim that bullshit.
Yes, he's in Carolina. He's in North Carolina.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
He was in a couple other places. None of them I would consider redneck.
Maryland.
Maryland, yeah. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, oh no, they're all commies. Fuck Maryland.
Well, he went to Maryland because apparently apparently if you're on the sex registry list and you go to Maryland, apparently Maryland doesn't force you to be on their sex registry list if it happened in another state.
Oh,
Which is really
nice
fucked up.
Democrat rule.
Also disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so never go to Maryland.
Well,
Yeah.
did you hear what they're doing in Oregon? Well, I know Sarah has because I talked to her about this, but they're releasing the people who have raped and murdered children.
Oh yeah, you did a video on that, didn't you?
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean they're releasing them?
they're
And,
releasing them after a minimum of 15 years.
and
Now they're
y'all would not believe as a career police officer, I can tell you what we do on the streets is one thing. We hook them up, we have probable cause, we make the charge, we arrest them, we put them in jail. What happens beyond that point with the judges and the district attorney's offices will blow your flipping mind.
Well, the
I
judge
think
everybody should take a page from Idaho's book and use the firing squad for pedophiles under the age of the someone's under the age of 12. Well,
But
the
see
judge.
what? I'm sorry, ma'am. Go ahead.
Thank you. The judge did exactly what he needed to do. Like the case that they're talking about that I just covered was a he got convicted at 16 years old. He was a 16-year-old man and boy, and he murdered and then raped a 5-year-old little girl.
Wait,
And
that was murder first?
Yeah, murdered first. So
Oh God.
I don't well, I have the details, but I won't share them. He murdered her first and then tried to rape her. He couldn't fit, and so he penetrated her a different way
Mm-hmm.
and injured her even more. And so he had a release hearing a couple weeks ago because our former Democrat governor passed Senate Bill 1008. So if you were convicted as a minor, you could get a second look after a minimum of 15 years. And his 15 years were finally up. And so the family just had to fight to keep him behind bars. So he actually got a 10-year extension. And like, I don't think that they would have kept him behind bars if we didn't put as much eyes on it as it did, because I'm still digging into it, and I found 3 people already released based off of that bill. 2 of them murdered a man in the woods. One buried an axe into his head, and then the other one slit the man's throat. And
Hmm.
then the other one was robbing a convenience store and stabbed a 65-year-old man to death. And so they were already released back out to our communities. I'm still digging into this and researching a lot of
What
the
Yeah.
stuff. And
what state
so,
is this in?
Oregon.
My goodness.
Okay, and ma'am, from Oregon, if you don't mind me asking, I think I'm very or somewhat familiar with your open carry laws. Oregon allows a licensed citizen to carry a firearm
Yeah.
if and see here's my problem as a career law enforcement officer, career southerner. Everyone has the right to carry. Now, we all know that not everyone exercises that right, even though it is available to them. But my whole point of contention is if you did exercise that right, you could put a stop to all of that before it even goes to court. You could just say, hey, this happened. I took this action. It was my lawful right. Let me speak to a lawyer.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they had to get caught by the cops. Like, it was already going through the courts.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that victim
that's
she was talking about, the first one was 5 years old. So I mean, I don't think a 5-year-old's going to carry, but
well, no,
No,
no, no, no. I
and so,
wasn't implying that. I was implying someone that was with them or could have been with them or was in charge
well,
of them, etc.
the parents, the mother and the stepdad were asleep. It was the 5-year-old's stepbrother that did it. And so,
Oh, wow.
but they were supposed to be in completely, like, he was in the living room, she was in her room, and so they were supposed to be in 2 completely different rooms. And
Well,
so the only reason why the parents woke up was because he tried to lie and say that someone came in with a knife and whatnot. And so that's the only reason why parents woke up. He could have hit the body, he could have done anything, but yeah,
yeah, that hurts
that's
my
what
heart.
happened. So in the situation, like, there's no way to do that. But uh the judges did what they needed to do with that case. They convicted him of 2 consecutive life sentences. They told the parents that he's never stepping foot out of prison. It was the Democrat governor Senate bill that is allowing people like this to get released now.
I mean, murder and rape still getting released. Like, come on.
That that's difficult. But again, as a career cop, I can promise you, it doesn't matter whether he does 5 months or 5 lifetimes in prison. He will not ever spend a solid night of sleep without wondering what's going to happen to him. Because I know this sounds very weird, but when it comes to violent offenders in prison, you have your people who rob, who rape, who do all kinds of violent crimes. But when it comes to crimes against children or rapists or crimes against the elderly, I promise you the entire prison population has a vendetta against people who do those things.
How long had this guy been in prison before they are gonna? Didn't you? Whoever, I'm not sure. I saw who was telling this story, but
Right side up.
Yeah. So, how long had this offender like been in jail before they considered his release?
16 years.
Got it. Okay. And you said he was 16 when he committed the crime.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not long enough. And you said he's still in jail. Like they were able to keep him behind bars for an extension.
10 years. Sorry, I'm eating a cheeseburger. 10-year extension.
Got it. Okay. And then it's up for review in 10 years, or like he's allowed to get released in 10 years?
Yeah. So what's happening now is he'll be back up for review in 10 years. And the only reason why, so he's had mental health problems since he was 5 years old. Only reason why he just started to get therapy as of last month was because he found out that he was able to get a release hearing. And so in 10 years, he'll be up for review again to get released. And in the meantime, the father of the 5-year-old little girl, me, and some Republican politicians are working to abolish this bill. So hopefully by next year sometime we could get this whole thing abolished, but that doesn't erase the people that have already been released back out to the
Right.
community.
Yeah. I mean, obviously my mind is blown that he spent 16 years in jail. And aren't we supposed to be like, isn't the whole Democrats' position about this like, oh, they're being rehabilitated, they can be rehabilitated and put back into society? Like, sorry, going 16 years without doing any therapy, and then you only do it like a month before you hear you're going to get a hearing, that's not rehabilitating. But
Not only that, but when you're in prison, you're not around kids, you're not around other citizens, you're not around, like, you're being supervised 24/7 in prison. So how are they supposed to know you're not going to reoffend? They're just releasing criminals back out to the community in that situation.
terrifying.
Alrighty, I think we're gonna close out here. We're definitely way over our time tonight. Stop texting.
I'm not texting
Bond.
anymore. God.
Unmute your microphone, Sibby. We're closing.
What?
Closing.
Okay. What?
You don't want to say goodbye to everybody, Mr. Host? Jeez.
Goodbye to everybody.
Sippy's really bad at that.
He really is.
I mean,
There's a reason why I normally close everything out. I open, I close, whatever. All right.
I didn't even want to tell you when I dropped her off at the damn airport. I was just like, all right, deuces.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I hope you guys have a beautiful night. Sarah, you're such an amazing journalist, and I applaud you for all the work that you do.
Oh, thank you. I messaged Enrique, by the way.
Huh?
Did you chew him out for not taking me to Buc-ee's yet?
I did. He didn't respond to me though.
He's been so busy with the Belfast thing. Like from this morning, it was like a run, and I wasn't able to get on the phone with him until he was like finally back at the hotel. He's been busy all day today.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, they've had full days, and then he said tomorrow's gonna be another full day of coverage as well.
Okay. Well, good for him working hard. I'll text him again and be like, better answer me. I'll find you. It's fine.
Tell him that you're gonna beat him up for not taking me to Buc-ee's yet.
Okay, I'll tell him that. Word for word.
Deal.
All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll be back same time, same place on Sunday.
Sunday.
Have a good one, everybody.